Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to Not That You Asked with Henry and Kiley, the podcast that walks the fine line between life advice and talking shit.
If you like today's episode, you can find all our uploads on YouTube at Not That You Asked Podcast.
And if you want, you can follow us on Instagram at notthatyouasked_podcast. There's a link for that in the description.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Hello, and welcome to Wolf's Alcoholics Anonymous. Here we talk about the struggles of being wolves and also the battles of alcoholism and any addiction ever. It's quite sad. Very niche group, but thank you all for joining, all three of you. My name is Kiley. I've been a wolf and I've been forced to dance around as a mascot at the Wolf Timber Ridge Lodge in Wisconsin.
I really did not expect the bit to go on for as long as it just did. But it really
I was
did.
really trying to keep it in. But thank you.
Oh my god. Welcome back. Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back. Hello.
Not That You Asked, the podcast
Where
for
we don't
life
ask
advice
questions.
and also for wolves who are alcoholics.
Welcome. This is your group.
Oh my god. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. I'm pretty tired. You
Mhm.
know.
I get how that be.
Yeah, what are we doing today? Henry, how are you?
I'm good.
I'm asking too many questions.
I'm a wolf. I'm 34 years old. I've been an alcoholic for the past 4 years.
Hi, Henry.
Hi, Henry. I think if I was ever a wolf, I would definitely just like do normal things as a wolf.
There's a wolf simulator game.
Are you for real?
Yeah, I know Funhouse played it.
I want to play it.
Okay.
I've been listening to the YouTube channel Super Mega, and they play American Truck Simulator, and I just looked it up on Steam to see what reviews it got, which, by the way, overwhelmingly positive. But it was $5 because of like a summer sale, and then like the version that like included 2 other like states. It's an enormous game.
That's really
so
weird.
2 other states is like huge.
Actually, I think I found that on PS4 for like $20.
They were like, yeah, it was like $15 for like it like that, and then like a bunch of DLC, and I almost got it, but then I was like, Henry, you are on the brink of buying a truck simulator game. Seek professional help.
Yeah, go to therapy. No, I'm kidding.
No, it's true. Like,
It's a move.
that's a sign. Like, that's clearly a fucking sign that like
Yeah.
something is desperately wrong.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I've just been in a hole myself with
Yeah.
studying and working at Chipotle and doing nothing else.
Yeah, I actually did something really fun the other day, and
What
I don't
did
even
you do?
even know if we talked about it. I went down with our good friend Kai, who wants to come back on the
Hi,
podcast.
Kai.
By the way, he wants to come on a couple more
Please.
times.
He should.
Yeah, I love having him on. I love being around him. He's a great guy.
homie.
But him and I went to go down and visit a friend of ours in Albany Park in Chicago, and it was just really like soul affirmingly fun, because like you're like one of the only people that I've seen in like the past little while,
Yeah.
like like basically since everything started with the salmon cannon and whatnot, and I've seen like a bunch more people at like I just started to see people like maybe like a week ago at bars, but it wasn't, I didn't like go and do like a social thing to see a person in like a long ass time.
Yeah.
And that was really nice to go and see someone.
Yeah, no, I get that.
I like
Yeah.
didn't even realize how much I missed it.
Yeah, I really understand that, because with this guy that I've been seeing, it's really nice just to like see other people and hang out and do stupid shit and like
Yeah.
see other people. It's so nice.
Yeah. Like you don't realize just how much like being
Around other people.
yeah, like
Is.
like the person in my life who like there are people in my life who I like so little, and I would do anything to spend time with them right now.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
yeah, no, I agree.
Because
That's why I love work so much.
yeah, work has saved me because it gives me something to do.
I know, and I get to hang out with all of my friends at work, which we are really blessed to work in like an amazing space.
Yeah, like not only is it like good working for Chipotle, but also
Everyone's so tight. Everyone's so nice.
everyone.
too.
Yeah, I feel like as far as like even though the job is itself is pretty good, we're also really lucky in that I feel like we have like
Yeah.
a uniquely close
Yeah.
store.
And Mikey said he's gonna throw a party once everything's like safe to be open and stuff. He usually throws parties. I've been to one or two.
I want to come. I still feel a little bit like I'm a little bit of a newbie outsider, but
No, if you come, it'll be chill.
okay.
Everyone goes. They're so much fun.
Yeah, I would love to do that. But
Okay, bet. Okay, so
We'll see what's
should
up.
we begin
Yeah,
our
sure.
game for
Let me-
today?
Let me open my drink here since we're doing a little bit more truth or drink.
It is Tight Head Tuesday, and we have not gotten beer yet, but we are still drinking. I am drinking a natural lime White Claw.
Yeah, and I'm drinking another seltzer, except I'm drinking like the Corona seltzer. You know, this is like the seltzer fad that's going on, and then a bunch of beer companies were just like, "Well, what if we just got in on this?"
Yeah.
And there's been beers that are like, "What if we made beer, but we just made it more bubbly and easier to drink?" And those are bad.
Yeah, those are pretty bad.
But like the one-off seltzers, I actually like.
There are some that are really good. For graduation, somebody gave me a margarita seltzer in a can thing. So
I
it
had
had
that.
like, it was so good.
Super good.
It was super good. So
Yeah.
I want to find those again because they were really good.
Yeah.
So, but
And-
White Claws, I don't know. I like White Claws. I do like White Claws. I don't like getting White Claw drunk every day. I'd rather just have beer. But White Claws, I think they're better than the Corona one that I had.
No,
gonna
you're
lie.
not wrong. The
Like overall White Claws are just
yeah, I
better.
think if we're gonna say that White Claws are like a perfect 10, you know, I would maybe like put Truly's as like a strong 9.
I don't like
personally.
Truly's.
That's fair.
They're too sweet.
I would put Bud Light seltzers. Actually, I would put Bud Light seltzers above Truly's. To be honest with you, I think it would have to
haven't
go
had
White Claw,
them.
Bud Light. I literally bought them, and this is just like advertising. One of the instances in my life when advertising just worked on me. Like, I like happened to walk into the store, and last year I watched the Super Bowl. I walked into the store, and I saw that there were Bud Light seltzers, and I was like, good enough for Post Malone, good enough for me. So
That is true.
I just was like, all right, whatever. So I just got some, and they were surprisingly good. All the flavors that I got in the variety pack like were equally pretty good.
I had the Natty Light seltzer. That was disgusting.
The Natter Days?
Yeah, the Natter
Yeah,
Days.
super gross.
Super gross.
Yeah, terrible.
My
Not
friend
good.
Natalie, it was really funny. We were at homecoming, and she walked up to me. She was really drunk. She's like, I got the Natty Light seltzer. You should try it. It's so good. And I was like, oh, okay. I tried it, and I was like, this is nasty, Natalie.
I had it like mixed with lemonade. And this is like your least favorite drink actually. I had it with lemonade and like I want to say it was like either like flavored rum or flavored vodka.
Okay, flavored vodka would be the worst. Actually, I don't know, but vodka is nasty.
I think it actually was flavored vodka, to be honest with you. It was like Natter Days, vodka, and like lemonade.
That
And
sounds painful.
it was like the frou-freest drink I've ever gotten. Like I think in my entire life. And it was actually pretty good. I stand by it.
Ugh.
And it was surprisingly alcoholic for what it was.
Well, yeah, you mix 2 alcohols.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Jesus
But
Christ.
These are the Corona seltzers I'm drinking right now, and
I had the
they're
lime one, and
okay.
it was really bad.
The lime
The
one.
lime
just,
one was bad.
The lime one just kind of tasted like the lime peel, not like
Yeah.
lime.
Yeah, it
And
was
the
kinda
cherry
gross.
one tastes a little bit cough syrupy, but the mango one actually tasted good. And you haven't had the like blackberry cherry one yet, and that one's okay.
Yeah, I'd rather just drink White Claws.
Yeah,
they're
they're
the
better.
safest bet.
Yeah, I mean they're like the first ones,
Yeah.
you know, and so like I feel like everyone's barometer for seltzer is just like, well, what's it like compared to White Claw? You
That's
know?
true. That's true.
So-
Everyone compares it to White Claw.
Yeah.
White Claw is White Claw.
White Claw's White Claw, man.
Okay, let's begin our game.
It has a specific purpose. So we've chosen 3 cards to just read from different decks to just like sort of surprise each other. Last time we picked out stuff that we knew we wanted to talk about, but this time I think we're surprising each other.
Yes.
So do you want to go first or should I go first?
Do you want to rock, paper, scissors it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
No one can see us play rock, paper, scissors.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Do you go rock, paper, scissors, shoot?
Yes.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Fuck, okay.
Does that mean that I get to decide or that I get to go first or that you have to go first?
I don't know. It's up to you.
You go first.
Okay.
We just played a game of rock, paper, scissors and realized that it meant nothing.
It meant nothing. Okay. Okay, are we doing both of them or just one?
Just one for now.
Okay. If we formed a gang, what would the name of our posse be?
Oh my god. Holy shit.
That's a good one. I saw that. I was like, ooh, okay.
If we formed a gang, what would the name of our posse be? I think it entirely depends on what we did as a gang.
Okay.
I think it actually depends on who the other members would be. Because right now, this group, like just you and I, it's pretty clear that the only activities we do is that we play Nintendo Switch and you
get fucked up.
And you watch me smoke weed and we just drink like beers.
Yeah.
And
or other types of alcohol.
Yeah.
Watch music.
We are both drinking seltzers right now.
That is true.
And just like listen to Mac Miller. Like that's
sad.
what we do.
That is true.
And so like that's a pretty boring gang.
That's true.
I think if that were a gang, the gang's name would just be Derek. Like that energy that we bring to like our lives, we can only ascribe it Derek. But if it was like you, me, Hallie, Anna, some other friends of ours, and well, my sister and another friend of ours, you guys already are the unholy trinity, which is pretty funny.
That is true.
I'm not really sure what would a good name be for like a gang. We already do like chip grill gang stuff.
That's true. That's true. We do stupid chip shit.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Do you have any ideas? Anything you're tossing around? Any solid gold living in your noggin?
No. I feel like our game name is always changing because we're always gonna be like, new gang name, I call it, and
That's
then we
true.
just change it to whatever we just said.
Yeah.
I feel like that we're a morphing gang. We're kind of like New Edge, like
we're coming hot on the scene.
Yeah.
We could be BEEFY FREET gang.
BEEFY FREET gang.
I think.
Oh, but you have to get Steven and Gabe in that.
Yeah, that's true. They did invent the meme that is that game. That's just Discord. Don't worry about it. They're just yelling at me. I think I like BEEFY FREET gang.
Okay.
That's our vibe. For those of you who don't know, BEEFY Frito burritos at Taco Bell are like the stuff of legend. They're super fucking good. Like I think I've only ever gotten nice, cool, thanks, Kylie. Just crushed up her little can and just threw it on the ground right in front of me. Appreciate that.
And do it every time.
I don't even remember what I was talking about.
The BEEFY FREET.
Oh yeah. I think only once have I ever gotten anything that wasn't a BEEFY Frito burrito. No, I occasionally get Crunchwrap Supremes, but
I never get them. But like, it just became such a meme in high school. Do you remember when Steven Sermon left that BEEFY Frito burrito in his car for like 6 months? And then he left his car unlocked and he's like, well, the lady will get it. The lady that would like go around the parking lot and open people's doors and take their change.
What did we call her?
I don't even know.
Like, the parking lot thief or whatever. We had there was an old lady that would go around into people's cars and just like rummage through their shit. I think one time I remember going into my car and sitting down to sit at my console or whatever, and none of like my change was missing and nothing was missing, but all my CDs had moved. And I was like, what the fuck? I don't know why or how, but I just for some reason was like, someone was in this car. Like, it was weird as fuck. I don't understand how that. It was
the old lady.
Dude, she's got to be in our gang. We got to get her to run with our gang.
If she's still alive, we'll invite her.
Dude, totally. She ate that BEEFY Frito burrito out of Steven Sermon's car. at least that was what he wrote about in our creative writing class.
Oh my god.
And if there's any one way to describe that story, creative would be the best way to
Yes.
describe it.
Oh my god. I totally forgot about that.
Love you.
That's so funny. Okay.
Love you, Steven Sermon,
You pick one.
whose initials unfortunately are SS. Anyway,
But we still love you.
still love you.
Even me, and I give my Jewish stamp of approval.
All right, this is one that I've chosen specifically for you
Oh, bet.
because.
Time to crack another claw.
All right. What will be the sexy nickname they give you when you live at the old folks' home?
I'm gonna be
I
honest.
saw that. I was like, Kylie has like 5 answers, probably primed and ready.
I'm gonna be honest. I've been gifted a name in high school,
Oh God.
and it has remained with me my whole life, and it will remain when I'm in the nursing home shitting my pants. Kinky Kylie.
That's beautiful.
That's what it always is. That's
gotta
what
be
it
Kinky
always will
Kylie.
be. It's got to be Kinky Kylie.
Damn.
That's my answer forever and always. Next question.
Well, okay. I want to come up with what my nickname would be. I want to.
Okay, bet.
I'm not sexy now, so I don't really see why I would be sexy in an old folks' home.
Some people age like fine wine.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
Some people age like fine wine. Hey, that's not a. Hey, Robert Downey Jr. looked
George
like
Clooney.
shit when he was younger.
Well,
Same with George Clooney.
part of that was cocaine.
I mean,
That'll do that to you.
there.
His
His parents would like sit him down when he was like 4 and give him weed.
Wow, that's pretty fucked.
Yeah, and that's why he had like a drug problem.
Oh, I'll use another high school nickname. Maybe I don't want to admit this on the
Oh,
podcast.
yes. No, you should do it. 100% full sign. Go, 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 go.
All right. Well, I guess I'm just gonna immortalize this one on the internet. No, I can't share it. It was super gross.
Can I share it? No, I won't share it.
I
But I am chanting it right now. You just can't see it.
no. I'm gonna share it. I should say this nickname was not my idea. This nickname was given to me, and it was something that someone who was really mean to me in high school gave to
Oh,
me.
wait. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought it was like the Goon Squad made
Well,
it up.
yeah, but that was when I wasn't friends with them.
Oh.
That was like before I was their homie.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. The band director at the time was reading like roll for the first day of jazz ensemble, and he read my name, which is Carpenter, and the lead trumpet player when I was a freshman said, "I'm sorry, did you say Henry Carpet Muncher?" And so that was my nickname for 4 years in high school. Fortunately, it got shortened just to Munch, which I was okay with.
Better.
But that was definitely my nickname. Like, that was what I was exclusively called
Yeah,
by,
I
like, a
remember
lot
that.
of people.
Because when we first started hanging out and like being friends, when I first added your name into my phone, I think it might still be Henry Carpet Muncher.
That's pretty funny.
Well, that's a goodie. Okay, my question.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, this is throwing it. I don't know. If I've asked you this question, then
Digging
I'll
up
ask
all
the
the
other one
personal
because I
shit now.
know I haven't asked it. But describe your first real kiss, then describe your last kiss.
Okay. My first kiss was... We might have asked this question before, but I'll answer anyway.
Should I do the other one?
We can do it after. But
Okay.
my first real kiss was in DeWoods when I was, like, in 5th grade.
Oh yeah, we might have done this one.
Well, my first one was 2nd grade, and that was just, like, dumb. But, like, yeah, for real. like,
a baby kiss.
Yeah, but the 2nd grade, and then the last one was, I guess, just with the last person. Like, it wasn't like my mom or dad. It was like the last person that I was seeing. I think, right? Yeah, yes.
I don't know.
I'm trying to remember.
I don't kiss or hug my family like at all.
That's
so.
fair. I do with some degree of frequency, but like, yeah, I think it was the last person I was seeing, which was in February, like early February,
Okay.
I think. Yeah. So yeah.
Should I share mine or no?
I want to share a friend's.
Okay.
I was a friend's
That can
first
be
kiss
mine.
because when we were 15, we played Kiss Chicken, and neither of us backed away. So that's how I was someone else's first kiss one time. That just popped into my brain, and I felt the urge to share that. Have I told you that story or no?
I think I know who. I think,
I don't know.
I think I have.
I don't know. The person who it is, it might make them uncomfortable to have that on the internet, so I won't say their name. But yeah.
Oh, okay. Bet.
All right, go for it. What's the other question on that card?
Describe your worst bathroom-related incident. I have mine. I know my worst bathroom-related incident.
Oh my god. Mine is so bad. It's Kylie, like it's so bad.
Okay.
It's like it's a saga.
Oh Lord. Should I tell mine first or no?
Yeah, you should.
Okay, when I was a kid, I was obsessed with Dora because I was like, wow, Mexican girl that likes to explore too. That me.
That's why diversity is important.
Lit. But I had this pair of Dora underwear. It was my favorite. And I remember being at this fancy dinner with my mom and dad and like my grandma and grandpa or whatever. And I was like, Mom, I have to fart. And she's like, then just fart. And I was like, okay. And I shit my pants. And I was like, Mom, something's wrong.
Something's wrong.
And she was like, okay, let's go to the bathroom. So we went to the bathroom. I had shit all in my Dora underwear. I was crying.
Oh my god.
I was crying because I was like, can't we just take them back? Like, I need them. Like, this Dora. And my mom was like, Kylie, no.
They're covered in your own shit.
And I was like, I had to sit commando in like throughout dinner. Like that was early on in dinner. Like appetizer not even out.
Oof.
And I was just like so uncomfortable being commando. I was like 4 maybe, but like
especially after you've shit yourself.
I know.
Like there's something about about an ass recently cleaned of shit being commando that just really doesn't
It was
vibe.
just so bad.
This is such a conversation.
Okay, what's your story?
All right. Christmas morning, 2017.
I know the story and I love it.
Have I shared this on the podcast before?
No, but I just know the story.
Okay. Christmas morning, 2017.
Oh Lord.
In my grandmother's house. This is important. I'm going to go into an unnecessary amount of detail so that you can understand exactly the gravity of the situation.
Oh, Lord.
My grandfather died in 2016, relatively young as far as grandfathers go. He was my step-grandfather technically, and he was only like, 57 or something like that. And so it was like kind of intense. And it was really sudden, and he was really close to me, and it was also the day before I graduated from high school.
Yeah.
And so this was the first year. No, this was the second time that we had done Christmas.
Together.
Together at my grandmother's house. I call my grandmother Mama. And so when we're around for the holidays, and this was also in the house where that happened, and so like we were in the process of trying to move her out of that house, so like we were just in the middle of like as a family a sort of like slow burn painful thing.
Yeah.
And so Christmas together was really important. We used to do like a big like aunts and uncles would fly out for Christmas and stuff like that, but ever since my grandfather died, we've like really been like, no, Christmas is just with like my mom's mom. Yeah. Like that's just important to us. So it's like 7 a.m. I am an early riser. I'm always the first one who wakes up.
That is true.
And I'm just like I'm chilling in my bed, like hanging out. You know, we had slept. I think me and my sister had slept over at my grandmother's house the night before, because she just liked to have us around in the evening and then first thing in the morning after my parents had gone. It was just nice for her. Mm-hmm. And we loved doing it. And so we had a particularly filling and not extraordinarily healthy or fibrous meal the night prior. And so I wake up and I like texted a few of my friends and my like girlfriend at the time. I was just like, Merry Christmas and all this stuff. And I was hanging out in bed, like wiping the sleepies out of my eyes. And I'm like, oof, I got to use the bathroom. And the minute that my feet hit the floor, I'm like, oh, I need to use the bathroom.
Oh, no.
So I go to the bathroom, and I unleash hell on this, what can only be described as a gastrointestinal nuclear incident.
Oh my god.
On this toilet, and it was heinous. It was just heinous. And I'm wiping the beads of sweat from my forehead and underneath my eyes, and I'm like, all right, I'm glad that's done. Time to flush and go about my morning. And I flush, and the toilet just begins to overflow. Like, it's bad. I won't go into excruciating detail, but the contents did not go down. They simply went out. And so I went, like, it was immediately like DEFCON 1. Like, I was just like, all right, this is worst case scenario for this morning right now. And I looked at my phone, and it was like 7:12 a.m. And I was like, there's still time. And so I run downstairs. My grandmother was trying to move out of her house, and so she gotten rid of a lot of shit, but she still had just like years and years and years of like old shit. So like, whatever, like there was just like the most needless, useless stuff everywhere. So I was like, all right, it will not be hard to find cleaning supplies, rubber gloves, paper towels, all the stuff that I need to fix the toxic waste spill in the upstairs bathroom. I could not find any of those items anywhere in the house. I was literally running around like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And every place I checked, I was just like, how is this not here? Like, there were 12 scrub brushes for dishes, and there was not a single rubber glove. I was like, how is this happening right now?
Oh my
and so, finally, I find 2 rubber gloves. I put the first one on my left hand, I put the second one on my right hand, and then it breaks. So I'm like, all right, I got 1 glove, and I cobble together some paper towels, and finally find like Lysol wipes and stuff like that. And I become a construction worker, and clean. I have to get around everywhere in the bathroom. I have to take the mat that was at the foot of the toilet and put it in the washing machine.
Lord.
It was insane. It wasn't my fault because the toilet just went everywhere. I didn't ask it to do that. I didn't tell it to do that. It just happened. And so it wasn't because of my arrogance. It was simply because of the fucking plumbing. And so
oh no.
So I the whole thing maybe lasted 15 minutes, and it felt like it took an hour.
Oh
I literally
God.
looked at my phone when I was finally washing my body, and and I was like, how is it 7:30? But I was a pro.
Oh,
I got in
so
there.
funny.
That bathroom looked good as new. I won't lie.
That's so funny.
But it was just I mean it when I went from bleary-eyed Christmas morning to Chernobyl in 10 seconds. It was the worst. And then my parents arrived 10 minutes later, and not 10 minutes later maybe, but my grandmother woke up maybe at 8. My parents got there at 9, and my grandmother asked me did something happen this morning? And I was like, nope, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
No, my parents were there. They were there, and I can't remember where they stayed. They stayed somewhere, but they were there. They were like, did something happen?
Oh my god.
And I was like, nope, nothing happened. I don't want to talk about it. So yeah, that was my worst. That was my to date worst bathroom experience.
That's a good answer. That's such a good answer.
I have been dying to. I keep forgetting. There's specific rules about it, but I keep wanting to post that on Today I Fucked Up on Reddit.
You should.
Because I feel like that would be an immediate viral post.
Oh, that'd be so funny.
Because
okay.
because I wrote the post literally right after I got done doing that. So I wanted to post it immediately, but I was I would have broken rules or whatever, because you can only post about bathroom stuff on certain days. For people who Want to read today I fucked up, but don't want to read about bathroom stuff if it makes them uncomfortable.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't
make me uncomfortable. I have to deal with that.
Well, I hope it doesn't make any of you uncomfortable because I just definitely spent like 10 minutes just telling a story about it.
Skip ahead.
Yeah.
Now, next question.
All right. Okay.
Here's the point. Mark it.
All right. How often are you intoxicated when you have sex? How often are you sober? What's the difference? I never have sex intoxicated. Like, I very rarely have sex intoxicated. I almost never have sex after I've smoked weed, and I very rarely have had enough alcohol to, like, influence me because I'm just really uptight about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to know what it's like for you because I don't actually know the answer.
I have ever had sex intoxicated. Yes, it has happened. When I was younger, I used to smoke weed and have sex, and that shit felt really good.
Yeah.
That was really good. But I have had drunk sex before. What I would do is, like, my ex would pick me up from, like, hanging out with other people where I would be drunk, and then I'd go and stay at his place.
Gotcha.
And we would have sex. But then he would start drinking with me later because I'd already be drunk. But then we'd, like, come home and then we'd drink more.
Nice.
So yeah, that's happened before. I don't know. I enjoy both. It's a different feeling. It depends on the mood that you're going for. Like, I've never had really emotional sex while intoxicated, and I think that's a good thing. Yeah. Like, meaningful, emotional, like,
this is important
intercourse
between us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've never done that intoxicated. It's always been sober, and that's really nice. But then, like, sometimes you just gotta get that extra oomph in.
Yeah,
it's fun.
I think one time I've ever had, like, actually, I know that this is the one time that I have had that experience. I was in Rochester, and my girlfriend at the time came to visit, and we were at a party, and, like, we maybe, like, went to the party at, like, 10:30 when it was first starting, and we were there and played a couple games of Pong, did the thing that I always do to girlfriends at parties, which is where I don't try to stop them from talking to people, but whenever they're talking to a guy and I know that guy is shady, I just walk up and I just stick my hand directly in their back pocket, and I'm just like, hey, what's going on here? Like, I'm just, like, weirdly, I'm very protective.
That's fair.
I try not to be, like, hover. Like, I want the person that I'm dating to have a good time and be, like, their individual. But, like, I also just want everyone to know that if you try shit, I will hurt you.
That's fair.
So,
that's fair.
Yeah, but, like, it was maybe, like, we'd maybe been there like an hour. And I was like, what's up? And they were just like, nothing, just hanging out. And I was like, they, like, talked about who she'd talked to and who she'd seen and whatever. And I was like, yeah, I've had a significant amount of Genesee beer, and I would like to have sex right now. And she was like, ditto. So we we walked 2 doors down to my apartment, had sex, and then came back to the party, which was pretty fun, actually.
That's okay. Hey, that is
yeah,
fun.
I was kind of all about that. But that was the only time that I ever was, like, drinking in a party situation and then was like, I guess we're just going to have sex now, you know?
That's fair.
So that was really nice. But anyway, all right. What's
turn?
Your rock on?
What's the weirdest porn that you've ever clicked on?
Whoa.
I know that's a good question.
Oh, God.
I know I got you. I know mine.
I'll be honest, like, well, first of all, I can't share, like, everything because I want to be employed someday.
That's fair.
But I will share ones that are good. I think the weirdest ones I've ever clicked on, the weirdest ones that I've ever, like, okay, here's a good way to characterize, like, I don't necessarily want to get into, like, preferences, but I will say there have been times that I have, like, clicked on something and then been like, this is kind of weird. And then, like, it stays weird, but weirdly, I'm not turned off by it.
Okay.
Like I have ever clicked on things that are, like, funny, and then, like, they're actually pretty funny. But, like there's, like, sex things happening, but I'm just like, but actually, like, this is actually, like, kind of well acted.
Oh, Lord.
Like, I have ever experienced that. Then, like,
no, I get what you're saying, yes.
Like, the joke, like, the bit is, like, really self-aware, and I'm like, you know, do my thing, but I'm also just like, damn, this is actually pretty funny. So like,
Okay,
I think that's the weirdest thing I've ever done. Like in terms of like, I get done and I'm like, what just happened? You know?
Should I share mine?
Yeah, go for it. Do it.
I personally did not click on it.
Oh boy.
My ex showed it to me. The guy that I was seeing at the time.
Yeah.
He showed this to me. Literally, we were about to shower, and he was just like, "Oh, look at this thing that I saw on the internet." And I was like, "Oh, okay. What is it?" And he shows me Brazilian fart porn, where it's basically just like close-ups of like people's assholes and they're just farting, like
that's
sexy
weird.
women, like really hot women just farting. It was super weird. It was super weird.
That is super weird. I guess you did remind me though. I have ever like that's the weirdest thing I've ever done and like stuck with it because I was like, I want to watch porn for porn purposes right now. But I have ever been like, this is weird. I have to check this out. Porn before, so like I've seen some like I've seen like some weird shit. Like I've seen like slime before.
Yeah,
that's like a weird one. That's like a pretty prominent fetish. To be honest
I
with
watched
you.
some like really weird one where it was like a dance show. I don't know. It was super weird, and like the girl was singing the whole time. I don't know.
That's super strange.
Same ex showed me that. He was really fucking weird.
Well, I mean, and there's also like Rule 34. You know.
Oh yeah.
And so I have ever looked up like a friend will like go to do something and then like I'll sneak over to their computer and look up like Thomas the Tank Engine Rule 34 and then there's just like Thomas the Tank Engine porn on their computer the next time they sit down at it and I'm not even there for it but I just want them to be like, oh, what the fuck. Like I will do that sometimes to, like homies.
I've seen some Rule 34s because the YouTube channel that I watch, Funhouse, they had this thing called Demo Disc and they would always like look up Rule 34 of the game that they played.
Oh my god.
And it would just be like really fucking weird.
Yeah, one time you showed me Rule 34 X-Files stuff because I told you that I was watching the X-Files and it was like Scully was gonna sit down on the toilet and the toilet was Mulder. Yeah, it was just like really weird.
It was just like him sitting
just,
all painted white. It was so funny.
It was pretty funny. I have to just to be objective. Honestly, pretty well drawn.
Yeah,
too. Like relative, like pretty
Photoshop.
well drawn.
I think it was Photoshop.
Well,
but
yeah,
still,
but
still, it looked really good.
It looked, like if the
Rule 34 is an art.
The content was objectively off-putting, but also it was objectively well made.
Yeah,
I can't lie. Like it took genuine skill and talent to make that happen.
I was impressed.
So yeah, can't.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
It's just that way. All right, what's the one that I haven't asked before? All right, okay. Do you think you are more or less attractive than the average person, and why? I guess this can be broken down into like categories if you wanted to, because I feel like an on the whole answer might be too pigeonholy. But
I don't know.
I'm curious to see what your answer is.
I feel like I look very average.
Really?
In my opinion, yeah. Because I just have brown hair, brown eyes. I'm white looking, but I am Mexican and Jewish, but people don't see that.
Yeah, you're pretty white passing.
I'm pretty white, and I don't know. I feel like I'm just like very average looking.
Man, I don't think so.
Okay, thank you.
I met some pretty like not attractive people, you know. Like I'm not speaking in terms of like people that I like obviously all being attractive is all based on like subjectivity, you know, but I think if you're going to try to like in terms of like you're going to try to like break it down, I think in terms of like proportional features and shit like that, I think that you're a very attractive person. I'd say you're I think you're at the very least above average.
Thank you.
Like, and also this is important, you take care of yourself. That is big one. Like, I feel like people care more about, like, how... Like, I've been with people who... I have slept with people, or at least hooked up with people, who were attractive, but I was turned off because of the fact that I was like, you're kind of gross. Like weirdly, that's happened to me. But I've also been with people who I was like, you're maybe outside of the normal person that I'd hook up with, but, like, you were just, like, I'm not trying to say, like, clean, but just, like, I don't know. They like were really confident and like cared about their appearance and because they were like confident and like made an effort, I was like, you were an attractive person because of that. So I feel like you
Nice.
definitely have that going for you.
Thank you.
You know?
Thank you.
I think that I would be below average.
I
But
disagree.
I think that's based on a couple things that are easily fixable. I think one of them is my weight. I think I'm just kind of an overweight person. And there's a thing for dad bods, and I will not lie, I would like to capitalize on that more than I currently do.
Dad bods are hot.
But I think that I have
Dad bods are in.
I think that I have moved past the dad bod phase at this point. You know, I think that I was at like dad bod like early 2018. You know, like early to mid 2018.
Yeah.
And now I've moved like around 200 ish, and now I'm like 225. And so I feel like if I got down back to 200, I'd be like the weight that I want to be. And I also think secret skill is confidence. Like people are attracted.
You just gotta be confident.
People are attracted to people who are confident in the way that they look.
It
you
is
know?
true.
It's crazy how much subconsciously that just like plays a big factor, and that is just something that I don't have or do. Be confident.
No,
So-
I am pretty I am a
Yeah.
very confident person.
And I think that's part of what makes you really attractive is that you're the kind of person who's just like, I'm not fucking sorry about the way that I am.
That's true.
Like,
I do dress like a hobo, but I do be
You
putting
don't dress
that
like a
makeup
hobo.
on. I do a little bit.
No.
Sometimes I can be a little hobo-y.
I don't think you dress hobo-y.
Hobo chic is what my style has been described as.
I could get into like that classification
Okay.
where I dress like a frat boy, but like that wasn't trying, you know? Like I
agree with
I
that.
have shorts that like are pretty far above the knee, and
Those are cute though. Those are in.
yeah, and I have been known to like wear button downs relatively frequently and Hawaiian
Yeah.
shirts
Hawaiian
pretty frequently.
Those are cute.
I've tried to move from being like frat boy look to being
I think
like dad look.
Yeah.
I kind of like
I
dad
think it's
aesthetic.
more dad for you.
Yeah.
I think it really honestly, I think the only difference is like the body type of the person wearing it.
Yeah, that obviously changes things. I mean, I can dress like frat boy-y, but if I'm like toned, then obviously it will look different and like fall different on my body versus whether or not like I have
But
like a dad bod.
dad bod type is always better than frat boy type because frat boy type
Think
is
so?
fuck boy type.
Yeah,
And nobody likes fuck boys.
I'm really not about it. I personally sort of tried to ascribe to the theory in terms of when I evaluate other people about like you can evaluate how someone looks and how they choose to adorn themselves and how they choose to carry themselves like plays a large the idea of judging a book by its cover, like the phrase
Is
don't judge a
stupid,
book by its cover. You shouldn't decide something about someone without getting to know them. That is true. But at the same time, I think it's totally valid to understand people by how they choose to present themselves to the world, because that's how
That's fair.
I like to be assessed as the guy who wears Hawaiian shirts and wears a baseball cap and wears Vans shoes and has shorts that are pretty far above the knee. That's a vibe that I like.
Yeah.
You know, I don't mind looking that way, and there are certain like things that people can assume about me based on how I look, and that's okay with me. You know?
You know, I feel the same way. I don't feel like I need to dress up or anything, go crazy.
Yeah.
I like wearing my hobo clothes.
Also,
They're comfy.
And part of it is like it's your vibe, and
is
your
my vibe.
your flattering features are not affected by that vibe. You know.
My mom would disagree, but that's
Well,
okay.
your mom can suck it. So
That's fair.
I disagree with her on a great many things. So all right, well, all right. Let's read the other questions. Did I just ask that one or did?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't think I have any more.
Just read the other ones on the cards.
Okay. What's the most kick-ass you've ever felt?
Oh, damn. The most kick-ass I've ever felt was New Year's Eve of 2019 into New Year's Day of 2020
That was
because
a fun night.
I just happened to play really well that night with Expo. I was at this club, Fitzgerald's.
Ugh.
It was before all
So
the
was
salmon
I.
cannon bullshit.
Yeah.
Actually, I remember first reading about the outbreak of salmon cannon in Wuhan the night of the show before the show started.
Yep.
And being like, oh, damn, that's terrible. you know? Like, that sucks. And, like, not even thinking anything of it.
Yep.
And I remember being like, 2020 is going to be a good year.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
dude, that was the best day of 2020. And the year doesn't even have to finish, but I already know that New Year's Eve into 2020 was the best day.
Yeah, like everything.
The peak of this year.
Like everything after that was pretty ass.
Yeah.
You know, because like literally like a week later, Australia fires. And then we like donated all of our N95 masks to Australia to fight the fires. And then the salmon cannon came, and then no one had masks. And then my life, then born in West Philadelphia,
got shut down.
Life turned upside down. Like, bullshit. And that was all bad. But nice, good job. That show, I like was playing really well. The band sounded really good. And it was the evening that they legalized recreational weed. And so, like, a bunch of people at the show had, like, their stuff on them. Yeah. And for some reason, like, so many people in the club, like, they were like, hey, weed's legal now. And then people just, like, lit joints in the fucking club.
They really did.
Which made, like, it was still illegal.
That's illegal.
Yeah, that was definitely illegal.
No, it was smoking in public places, but everyone was lighting joints.
Yeah, and people were just smoking inside.
It was
like,
awesome.
And it was really fun. And I just, like, took a couple hits from someone's I don't usually really don't like to, like, this is just a personal philosophy.
Yeah.
I don't like to drink or smoke when I have a gig because I'm like, I'm on the clock.
But that was like history. Like, that was history happening.
I was just like, I was like, fuck it, I'm having a good night.
Fun.
I had just gotten a new suit too, so
yeah, you did look really spiffy in that suit.
I was wearing like my nice ass like Canadian brass shoes.
Oh,
and
that was such a fun night.
I had like I had this like blue suit or whatever, and I had like just shaved, and I looked beautiful. I looked beautiful. I played beautiful. I felt beautiful. It was tight as fuck. That was that was the last time I felt like unstoppable, you know?
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. I think because like that night I had like that was fresh, like 3 days after I'd gotten my nipples pierced or something, or like 4 days, and I was like, ooh, they're not hurting anymore. I feel like hot shit right now. Like I feel good. I did my makeup. My makeup looked really good. I put on my dress that I hadn't worn in a long time. Because I was like, I'm feeling good right now. Like, let's go party. And there's videos of me from that night where I ordered 2 shots and I just took 2 in a row. That happened a couple times that night. Yeah. And I didn't realize how drunk I didn't realize how drunk I was until we came home. I mean, I wasn't driving, thank God. Yeah. But, like, when you were like, you have the keys. And I was like, oh, shit. And I just dumped my purse. Yeah,
you had the house key. And I was like, Kylie, get the. I would like my voice was gone. I was like, Kylie, get the house key. Yeah. And
Kai Julian was there too, and he just watched me dump all the shit out of my purse.
You just took your purse and you're just like, and then just everything all over my. It was like there was like snow on the ground. Yeah, and then you just dumped it all. We were just like, I was like, Kylie, what the fuck?
I broke my glasses. Like,
so funny.
It was really funny.
And that's not even the first time that you've just like lost personal items at my house. One time you what was that?
The gin night Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you lost your phone. Like outside.
I did. I don't know how it was outside, but it was outside like almost all night. And I lost a sock too, and then I found it on your driveway and it was like wet.
Your sock was in our driveway. I don't know how the fuck that happened.
That was really funny, but yeah. That was a good. I think I felt really badass that night because I don't know. I was like, this was the last of college for us. I'm beginning my last semester in college. Things are going to be so much better now.
And then it turned to shit.
And then it turned to absolute shit.
Yeah.
That sucked, but it was a lot of fun. That night was just so much fun.
Yeah. I really hope that we don't go back to stuff and then I have like all of a sudden like this anxiety about being around people.
I don't think that. I feel like it might happen for some people, but I feel like the overwhelming majority is going to be like, it's so nice to like see other people again. Yeah. Like, I don't even care anymore.
Yeah. So. I think you're right about that. All right, let me ask one of my other questions. Oh my God. What's an offense you've committed that could get you fired from work? Is a shitty question to ask because we do... I will regularly at work when we're slow, I will just back my ass up on you and just like fucking
Twerk
like
it?
rub
Yeah,
my
that's
ass
true.
on you at
That
work
is
while we're
true.
dancing, and it's just like, all right, well, if we weren't friends, I would be mega fired. Like we
That's
do that shit
true.
to each other constantly
That
at
is
work.
true. Oh yeah, that's probably it for me too.
But like we act nice, we act normal around customers, and when it's just us,
We goof around.
we goof around because we're homies. Like, but if we weren't homies, it would be like if there was no context and like a district manager just like looked at the security footage, they'd be like, "That's a crime."
The fuck? Like,
Be
yeah,
like,
they'd be
that
so
is a
confused.
fireable offense.
Oh my god,
Like,
it would be so funny.
I know.
No, I agree with that.
It's really funny how, and it's so nice being in this environment because I've been in an environment where this isn't the case, but it's really good at Chip how much everyone, like, in terms of following Chip rules, no one fucks around. Like we do shit right.
When we need to, we really like whip it out.
Yeah, we
going
can,
crazy skills when like something happens really suddenly. We're good, and we're always really good about hygiene. We're always so good about hygiene.
We've always been really good about that.
But like we do like to fuck around. We're a slow store by nature, but when we do have to whip it out, like if somebody, this has happened a couple times. People have placed like a huge catering order.
Yeah, and it's just like, all right, gotta be
in like 10
turn
minutes.
on.
Yeah, and everyone goes crazy.
Yeah.
So that's fun though.
But I've worked in environments where like the job wasn't taken seriously by the managers, and so being safe at the job wasn't taken seriously by the employees, and that was never fun.
Everyone takes it safe at Chipotle.
I remember being at a job in my the Eastman School of Music dining center, and there was an employee who would fake all the temps. Not even like he wouldn't even take them, like he wouldn't even just like kind of do his job. He just like straight up wouldn't take the temperatures.
That's fucked up.
It was really, really fucked.
I remember when I transferred Chipotle's and I was working in Wisconsin, this girl asked me why I washed my hands so much. And I was like, girl, that's really fucked up.
Yeah, because it's
not a question you should feel comfortable asking.
Yeah, for real.
Like,
yeah.
Why would you even? Okay.
There's no such thing as stupid questions except for that one.
Yeah. I was like,
yeah.
That's a fucked up thing to ask me, but okay.
Yeah.
You go, Brianna.
Yeah. All right, your turn. Go for it. Gotta hit little John Lithgow. I know.
What's the maximum number of people you'd be interested in having sex with at once?
Ooh. I think 2. But it depends what we're talking about. Is it me having sex with them, or is it sex happening around like each other? Like I think I would participate in 3 girls, 3 guys.
Okay.
And
Fair
swap shit around. I think I would do that. But I think if it was like just me and then like women and men, like I think probably like the only amount of like other partners that I can handle is like 2,
Okay.
And some dudes are really uptight about like I would never have like a threesome with another guy, and I totally would. I would
have a threesome, 100%.
I don't really care. Like
I know some of my friends have had threesomes, and I've always wanted to try. I think it would be cool.
Yeah, I mean, I would.
And
totally
I don't
do
care
it.
what it is either.
Yeah, I mean, it honestly depends. Like I can. But obviously, this is a pipe dream. I can hardly have sex with one person right now. Like, I need to figure out some very serious shit for like personally and also salmon cannon wise.
Yeah,
before
that's fair.
I can even dream of having sex with another person. Like, it's just kind of the way that it is right now. So, I mean, I don't know. It might be a weird answer, but it's just the truth.
Hey,
so
that's fair.
I figured I'd rather be honest.
There you go.
All right. Ooh. Have you ever been sexual on camera, or would you want to?
I've never done that before. I had my ex ask me, and I was like, no. I don't know. I would, but at that time in my life, I didn't feel like I should.
Yeah.
But if it was like somebody else, then maybe.
I have ever...
Someone I trust more.
Yeah.
That sounds really bad, but
no, that's
it's
fair.
The truth.
I think I'm actually gonna have to go yes on that one.
I would, but I haven't been in a good place to do it.
Yeah.
Ex-wise.
I definitely would. I have I'm a try it once kind of person,
Fair enough.
And it's easy for me to say that because I'm a guy, Not that men are inherently more sexual or
But
sexually
there's more
willing.
for me to lose compared
Exactly.
to you.
Like
No
there's a
offense.
degree to which my reputation won't be absolutely destroyed by my sexual activity, whereas like yours, unfortunately and
Yeah.
wrongly, might. And that's
Yeah.
just fucked up. So like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, look at our president. Like,
That's fair.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, like I would definitely do that. I think being sexual on camera, like I have done shit like myself, like I have filmed myself or like taking
Okay.
pictures of myself before
Me
to send
too.
to other people.
Me too.
I feel like fucking everyone has.
Yeah.
At least everyone our age. Like
yeah,
very
everyone
many
our age
people
has
our
sent
age.
nudes.
Yeah.
I feel like.
But I think in terms of like someone hitting record and then doing sex,
Yeah.
like in front of a camera,
That's a
that would
little-
require. I think that I would need to like get used to the idea for a
Yeah.
while before I said yes. I've never done
Yeah.
it before.
I've never done it before either. I'm
Yeah.
not open to it. Like I would do it, but I just really I feel like I need to be in a very trusting relationship.
Yeah, that's like a after year one kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Yeah, just because you wouldn't. That person could be so fucked.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Like. Yeah, you just got to be careful.
Yeah.
So, all right, your turn.
I don't have any more questions, but I thought of one.
Wait, hold on. You don't have any more on your cards?
Nope.
Do you
I'm
not?
all out.
Dude,
Yeah.
I got more. What are you talking about? How's that possible? You have more
Because
on
I
your
asked
cards.
2 in ones.
Oh, that's right.
But I do have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Who is your favorite porn star?
Ooh, did you see that one on the deck? I considered it getting that card. In
No,
the
I
deck.
didn't. That was
Did you really
actually-
not?
No,
that
I
was
didn't.
your noggin. Wow.
Yeah.
I
already know my answer.
Well, I know your answer too. I know your answer. Because you used to have him as your phone background.
I did because I'm a
in high school.
stupid bitch.
It was really funny.
It was that was a bad time in my life where I wanted to whatever. Okay. Yeah, you do know. Oh Lord.
Okay. I'm gonna give a weird answer. The short answer is Faye Reagan.
Okay.
Because I have a thing for redheads.
That's fair.
And I just am
Gingers are
into
very
it.
attractive.
And also she's the only porn star whose name I can like remember. You know?
That's
I don't know,
fair.
I just
That's
forget.
fair.
Like whatever. But the long answer is I don't know how to say their name or what their real
Okay.
name is. But it's a person who I follow on Instagram. And I haven't bought their OnlyFans, but I'm aware that they have an OnlyFans. And they're my favorite because of the fact that they are really body positive. They are super sex work positive. And they have actually done a lot of really cool... Like, they've written a lot about it.
Oh, that's
And,
cool.
like, they've done stuff about... Like, they've done... Not just with, like, cam work and with sex work, but they have done, like... They've started their own, like, small business around helping women who want to start a career in, like... social entrepreneurship, like
Oh,
being
that's
like
really
social media
cool.
presences. Like they've like setting up some classes and
wow.
like giving them resources. So like they're a bad bitch. I fucking love
That's pretty
them. They're like a
badass.
really cool person.
That is pretty
um,
badass.
And so they are my favorite in terms of like the people that I'm aware of.
That's fair. That's fair.
Not someone that I consume regularly.
That's
Not
fair.
regularly, but that I have like in my brain, you know.
Okay, fair enough.
So that's my answer to that one.
My answer is James Dean because he
yeah.
is a Jewish man that has a lovely beard
And
is
a fucking
hot boy.
big ol' hog between them legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that motherfucker's a tripod.
He really is.
It's insane. I've seen that shit before.
Yeah, and I know that he has some stuff against him right now, but like,
Does he really?
yeah. Well, it was before. It was earlier.
Oh, fuck.
It's
Oh, man,
really
that's
bad,
disappointing.
but yeah, it is disappointing. But he's doing
He's
his
got
job.
the goods. He's got the goods.
doing his job very well.
What kind of shit does he have?
I think some rape allegations against him.
Ooh, shit.
So I haven't watched him in a while, but every once in a while it'll pop up, and I'll be like,
I mean, I'm not.
okay.
My horny brain isn't against it, but logic brain says
But
that you might be
so
a bad person.
yeah, because of that, I've been watching like this guy named Owen Gray.
Mhm.
He has a
Mhm.
lot of tattoos. He's a little more clean cut and a little more like not my type, definitely.
James Dean
But
is like ripped. He's yoked.
He's not my type either, but
Yeah.
he does have the brown hair, blue eyes, beard combo.
Yeah, he's got
Owen
that
Gray
going
does
for him.
not have a beard. So, which is not my type technically
Yeah.
because I love beards.
This
But
is
yeah.
this is more pontificating from me, which is typical.
Mhm.
But like, I really have like moved away from watching stuff on like internet websites.
Okay, no, I have two recently.
Because I just know that they're so exploitative.
Yeah, well, that too,
Like,
but
and that-
also because I want to try and not be addicted to porn because that's bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the best. It doesn't
mean,
help later in the sack
do you-
or whatever. But
this is maybe a too personal question, but do you feel like that's a thing that's legit
I feel
for
like
you?
I watch a lot of porn.
Yeah.
So I need to stop, and I have been stopping, and it's been pretty good.
Yeah.
It's been pretty solid.
I have not been watching as much only because of the fact that like I have switched entirely to like Reddit stuff, like r/Gone Wild and whatever, you know.
Okay.
Because it's all user submitted, and I stick to stuff that is user content as opposed to like reposts from someone else.
Okay.
Because like it really is honestly like about a morality thing, you know, like people who like there's so many like you can read all about people who feel like they were mistreated in the workplace doing sex work because there's not necessarily like federal standards, not nearly as strong federal standards as there needs to be around sex
Yeah.
work. And I'll say it till the day I fucking die, sex work is legitimate work.
It
Like,
is. I had to do a project about it in college.
Yeah.
My last semester on campus.
Yeah, but and so like I feel like if we're gonna treat it as work, which we should,
Yeah.
then we should then sex workers should be able to unionize, and
Yeah.
sex workers should have rights in the workplace
Exactly.
and stuff like that, and there need to be clear federal and state guidelines around it, and there just like isn't as much as there should be, and so the industry right now is fraught with misconduct,
Yeah.
and it's just not one that I'm comfortable like participating in, you know, like we all do sex stuff. Like we all have like our shit inside us as much as we pretend to not in public, you know, like it's just true.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's no reason to be ashamed of it. You don't have to talk about it, but there's no reason to be ashamed of it. And B, there's no reason to feel like you have to do it in a way that is bad.
Yeah.
You know.
And your mom, Hallie, and I have had those conversations before.
Yeah.
Normalize talking about it because it really helps.
I think so. I mean, like at the very least, it makes it possible for like good shit to happen, you know?
Yeah.
As a result. But
Yeah.
anyway. All right, well, I'm all out of questions and I think we're at time.
Yeah.
So love you. Bye.
Bye.